I think the formula that Value Citizens Initiative has developed around creating awareness within the educators themselves about their own values and how they interact and communicate with others must be commendable. I think it's something that has got a lot of traction and value. So the values that we need to inculcate or encourage in the educators must extend from me to you and to everything else around us. How do we create a model out of it that should become the standard of how educators interact with the learners? We are interested in education. However, for young people in the schooling system, if they don't have an enabling environment, an environment that encourages them, that makes them more curious about learning, we won't get to the scientists and the engineers that we are looking for. So it's important that we work with the educators to create that environment that stimulates young minds to want to become engineers.
Value Citizens, it's a life-changer cause because it changes the way of thinking of people, it changes the way people do things. And what we have found in Value Citizens, Value Citizens, it's one of the very few causes where it is very practical in nature. I'm serving in the community where the rate of unemployment is very high. There is a lot of social ills. We are having learners that come to school with empty stomachs. Value Citizens has cost us ukuthi ufike emsebenzini with your lunchbox and you go home having not even eaten even a sandwich because you see a learner with an empty stomach, you sacrifice your sandwich, you sacrifice your lunch, you give a learner. You take that challenge just because of the Value Citizens. And Value Citizens has united the school management teams with the teachers, with the learners, and with the parents. And it has created a lot of trust, community, and so on.
Value Citizens shaped me to what I am today. Being the finalist of the National Teaching Awards on the 27th of February this year, it's one of my highlights in my teaching career, as I'm also an educator. So going there for the National Teaching Awards meant that Phakamani is doing the right thing at the right time as well as at the right place.
The human relations esikolweni, you know, there is this thing yokuthi uprincipal mina akangithandi uprincipal, then changing the mindset of umuntu, it worked for me. Then I had to change the mindset of umuntu in particular from being negative to positive, looking at the world in a different ways. Then from esikolweni you take it to the community. It has a great impact because we are able to identify the learners' needs and wants. That's the first thing that I can tell you. The learners are able to trust you and open up. Even the child maybe experienced a problem the previous night. Then the person that will know first, it's you, the teacher.
It's like a healing process. Yabona ukuthi uma uze kuyo uthwele ngokuthi singothisha sama challenges nabantwana, ama colleagues, i-environment esikuyona lapha ngathola ukuthi we share everything.
Value Citizens brought a new way of thinking and a new insight in the development of a child. Value Citizens taught us and educate us that educators are not just people that are delivering the content or the curriculum, but they should take a role of being social workers, psychologists, mothers, and the people that are responsible for values and morals of our society. A very good example of change in schools was very visible in high schools and in some other schools where we see the partnership between the management and the post-level 1 educator. But when we introduced the management side, the tone changed because managers were also there, and also the managers were beginning to understand certain aspects about their colleagues that are post-level 1s, and it's not that there was fear imposed on them, but it was the managers now are beginning to behave like valued citizens in their own institutions.